Hey guys, Coach Mo here. Upscaling to the next level isn't just a matter of spending more money on your agency. In fact, sometimes it may mean spending a lot less. But it's not also about, spending 6 months in counseling trying to build your confidence or taking the next multi-thousand-dollar, law of attraction course. The good news about upscaling your agency is that it's just simple. It's a simple 5-step business framework that any entrepreneur can put in place. If you take the time to implement these 5 steps, any confidence issues will take care of themselves, and you will begin to see the results that you desire. And you can also rest in the knowledge that you know exactly where your agency is at all times. And you'll begin to see that people will become attracted to you and your business because they'll be impressed with the powerhouse of an agency owner that you've become. So, are you ready to hear about this one little mistake that could be killing your insurance business and preventing you from upscaling to the next level? It is failing to document and systemize every process. Systems, I know, don't sound sexy, but the time and the money that they save you really is sexy. So for any processes that you do more than once, whether it's sending, welcome email or setting up a new Facebook ad for your agency, a documented system will save you time and allow you to get more done. So I always hear this, Coach Mo, why should I take the time to document business processes and procedures? And I always answer that for one thing, you only need to do it once. When you have a process or a task is documented, you should never have to take the time to explain it again. Never are you going to have to relearn how to do it over and over again, and it's not going to begin to drag your business brand down because you become inconsistent in your execution. Documenting your processes and your procedures allow you to, number 1, simplify and standardize repetitive tasks. Number 2, prevent miscommunication on your team. Number 3, it teaches you to streamline and free your time. And then number 4, avoiding having to start over again. It's not good enough just to have your team member or your VA know what to do and how to do it. If they become ill or they suddenly leave or quit the agency and they are the only ones that know how to implement something inside of the agency, the way I look at it is that you risk not being able to efficiently tell the next team member what you want and how you want it to look inside of the agency. This may be true even if you're using a VA who has a backup staff. And so if the VA herself hasn't documented your systems and all of your changes and the tweaks that you guys have worked on, you may still have to explain everything over and over again to her backup person. And what's the result? It's you end up trying to explain that process again, or you're going to personally try to handle it yourself, and you're taking time and money out of your schedule to create and give detailed instructions. Part of streamlining your business really involves making a backup plan for emergencies also. So, things happen, right? We're in the middle of a pandemic. Illnesses happen, tornadoes, hurricanes, power outages, hardware failures, anything can happen. And most of us know how to back up things, but you don't have a fail-safe backup plan or systems and procedures in place that you can communicate to your team. And you want to be able to effectively do that before the emergency happen, right? So follow these really 2 basic steps, but really are sound practices for your agency. So for every process that you perform, for every piece of software or online platform that you've invested in, I'm going to recommend that you record the steps, but also locate and download the official manual. Then enter it into your master business manual. Save it inside of your own little directory of resources inside of the manual. Share the spec sheet and the style sheet, with your assistant or your virtual assistant or your staff person. Share it with her as part of her welcome packet and her onboarding process. Remember, the rule is document once for every new procedure or system or business practice inside of the agency. If you don't already have a master business manual, it's probably a good idea to go ahead and start creating one today. That's a record of all of your important documents, preferably printed out in a binder, but I always like to have a backup online as well. You want to include information like, your LastPass information or your RoboForms information or any other software that you're using inside the agency. A separate page or hard copy should always be, readily accessible to you in the agency, but I do want to encourage you to do a backup one online. You can use your MBM to document logins, passwords, your style guides, your content, your graphics, your branding information, any type of guide sheets, your mission and vision statement, your training, your onboarding processes, files and lists that are important to the agency. And yes, a copy of your emergency plan should be there also. And any other, piece of documentation that you believe is vital for your team members to know. If you already have, significant assets or a larger, more complex agency, you may want to take it one step further and create all of this over on Everplans. Now, Everplans is amazing. It builds itself as a secure digital archive of everything that your loved ones would need to know in the event something happened to you. And it's something that I did for myself many, many years ago. So just go check them out over at everplans.com and make a list of every system or process that you need to document. Refer back to your business plan to see if there are any areas that you may have missed. Now, if you haven't already created a business plan, do yourself a favor, save hours, money, and time, and go ahead and sign up for LivePlan. That's liveplan.com. You just go ahead and pay the monthly subscription. And then once you've made all of those different types of business plans that you need for your agency, and also help yourself to some of their amazing resources, you can store your plans there securely. You can set your account to a dormant account for about $3 a month. And anytime you want to make any changes or you want to rework the plans, all you need to do is go reactivate your account for about $20. There's no commitment, there's no contract. You can just do it month to month. So it's completely up to you. So I am going to be teaching you more about how to correct this one mistake that we just discussed and some of the other mistakes that I see some of the business owners that I work with that's creating bottlenecks and preventing them from upscaling their agencies easily and intentionally. We're going to do it inside of my upcoming masterclass, The 5 Pillars for a Successful and Profitable Insurance Business, on August 24th. It's completely free. Just go over to bit.ly/Mernice 5 Pillars. I will see you there.